Welcome to Sinbin Stream. Today we start with MLB baseball action. Toronto Blue Jays in Baltimore to take on the Orioles. Happy Sunday. Hope you're having a great weekend. And let's try to get an audio check in here too before I get too far. All right, need to mute that. We'll leave that muted for now. We can unmute it later. All right. Let's check the audio real quick. All right. Good on Twitch. First pitch is 3 minutes away. Hello, Seth. What's up? Oh yeah, I gotta check the YouTube audio real quick. No, come on. All right, 1 second. Yep, they're at their last commercial break. Game is on Peacock. I had it for the Olympic hockey. Got it offered for cheap. All right. Looks like the audio is good on YouTube. I got to fix the chat on my tablet again. There we go. Derek, what's up? Yeah, hello to Derek. Hello to Seth. Thank you. Yeah, again, I don't know what the jewels and things do. I think it's for the vertical stream, which I currently, don't have. I would need some help setting that up. I don't even know if I can do that with OBS. Go, don't you mean Boomer Sooner? Go Oklahoma. I assume, Seth, you're... Well, now I forgot what you are. I know you're an Eagles fan, right? But what else? I see you have LA Sports. Unless I'm thinking of somebody else. I thought you were Eagles. I see Dodgers. Okay, gotcha. Vegas under... Yeah. I know. Carolina's only lost one in the playoffs. I mean, yeah, in the playoffs. I don't know. I can't help it. I don't like Vegas. I really hope Carolina takes care of it. Bummed for Buffalo and Montreal. Yeah, I knew you were Eagles. I just couldn't remember what else. I almost said Philly, but then I see your Dodgers logo. All right, we should probably go over the lineups while we wait. All right, for the Blue Jays, Lukes Guerrero Jr., he's the DH. Varsho Okamoto. Clement Sanchez, McAdoo, Jimenez, Valenzuela, Miles, the pitcher. For the Orioles, Ward, Henderson, Rushman, he's the DH. Alonso, Basalo, Taveras, Causer. There's a Kozer. Alexander Holiday, Bradish. Oh, yeah, I saw Bradish pitch one of the Orioles games I did. Yeah, I saw your logo. That's why I didn't say Phillies. All right, Bradish, 11 starts, 2-6 record, 3.86 ERA, 58 and a third innings pitched, 61 strikeouts, 30 walks, whip of 1.47. Yeah, pardon my voice. Allergies or overuse at my son's doubleheader yesterday. Whoops. Oh, yeah, don't forget to vote in the poll in the YouTube chat who you think will win. Or if you don't see the poll, I only see it on my desktop, so understood. You can let me know in the comments who you're rooting for, who you think will win. Doesn't have to be the same team. I believe the Blue Jays, have taken 2 of 3. Orioles got a dramatic comeback, though, for their 1 win. Toronto wearing the gray unis, as you see here on the MLB thing. It says Toronto on the front, and then the Blue Jay logo. Orioles in white. They've got the white crown. So this hat, but with the white crown. I can move this over a little bit. There we go. And coming up, the only WNBA game on the day at 2:30. That probably won't start at 2:30. Probably be a little later. We will try to get this live stream started at 2:30. Thunder lost to Spurs, so you need the Knicks to win. Yeah, I know. A lot of people are tired of SGA. I get it. Same as probably with the Warriors and, what's his name? All right. Here's the first pitch by Bradish. Fouled off a sinker. 95. 0-1. We're underway. Oh, my wash is done. 294 average. No homers. 9 RBI for Luke's. Here's the 0-1. Low on a sinker. 95. Evens the count. 1-1. Yeah, we will be behind the MLB thing. It's just, delay because I'm on a streaming app, Peacock. All right, righty versus lefty. 1-1. Into left field, a single. 2-hopper to the left fielder. Jays get the leadoff hitter aboard. Oh, shoot. I got to fix this. Mid-first. First hit. That'll bring up Vlad Guerrero Jr. 305 hitter, 3 home runs, 24 RBI. Righty versus righty. Here's the pitch. Inside. Sinker. 95. Ball 1. Beautiful day in Baltimore. Righty versus righty. Here's the pitch. Slider, 86. I don't think Vlad liked the call, but it was a strike. He would lose it if he tried to appeal. Career at Camden Yards in 51 games. He's in 374, 10 homers, 38 RBI. Fouled off a slider towards the dugout. Caught just near the dugout by Pete Alonso for out number 1. So foul out to the first baseman, the third. Foul out 3. If you were keeping a scorecard. I don't know. Does anybody still keep a scorecard when they go to the game anymore? I used to as a kid, but... All right. In the air to left on the first pitch. Shallow down the line. Caught quickly for out number 2. So the leadoff single now is quickly just a runner at first with 2 away, everyone. Ronnie, hello. How are you doing? Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Thank you, Ronnie. Or Ron, if you don't want me to say Ronnie, I can just say Ron. But we got another Ron. All right, righty versus righty. Okamoto. Checked his swing. No, he did not. Slider, 87. Strike one. It was low and outside, but home plate umpire said he swung. Righty versus righty. Swung on and missed. Strike two. Low and outside. Your second NFL team is the Chargers. Gotcha. Swung on and missed. Slider, 87. Got him. So they get a hit. Oh, wait, no runs. They get a hit. They leave one. We head to the bottom of the first. No score. Orioles coming to bat. Yep. Thanks. Good to hear, Ronnie. Ronnie, Seth, Derek. Hope you're all doing good. Thanks. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate the chat. Whoops. I did not want. Ward, Henderson, Rushman up for the O's. This is the first game of the day. We'll have try to keep an eye on Twins, Pirates, Padres, Nationals, Angels, Rays, Braves, Reds, Red Sox, Guardians, Marlins, Mets. Yeah, a lot of early games, obviously. That's the way it is Sunday. But, I should put my wash in the dryer real quick. I can do that next inning. Oh. Mid first. So, yeah, NBA assume is coming up soon. NHL will be Tuesday. We'll have game one for you. We'll have Aces, Valkyries, 2:30 tonight. Lynx, Mercury, Monday night. Again, Stanley Cup Final, game one, Tuesday. Wednesday, I don't get WNBA that night. So, Rangers, Cardinals. And then Thursday afternoon, Baltimore, Orioles again. Baltimore, Boston, 12:35. And then game two of the Stanley Cup Final. All right, Spencer Miles, one start, 2-0 record, 2.16 ERA. They didn't get to the rest in time. Here's the pitch, right down the middle, strike one, sinker, 93. Again, Ward leading off, 254 hitter, 2 homers, 16 RBI. Here's the pitch, outside. Slider, 87, evens the count, 1-1. Man, I don't know how many pitches we are behind. I'll try to get out and back in next inning. Takes a sinker, 95 in the outside corner. Strike two, 1-2 the count to the Orioles leadoff hitter in the bottom of the first. Here's the pitch. Pass the pitcher to second, over to first in time, out number one. Whoops, wrong button. One away in the bottom of the first. No score. Caden, what's up, man? You got the Knights winning? Yeah, they're hot. I mean, they dominated the Avalanche. What's up, Caden? Yeah, hopefully. You want the Knights. Well, sorry. I want the Canes. Go Jays. I agree. Well, we'll agree there. Let's go Jays. I will agree to that. Let's go Blue Jays. Miles has a sinker, curveball, four-seam fastball, and slider. That's the percentages top to bottom. Foul off. Actually 0-2, pardon me, missed a pitch. We had a foul, yeah, for the first 2 strikes. Oh, I need to get the baseball on the shelf. Since the thing is so big because of an ad. Jammed him, grounded. The third baseman steps in front of the shortstop, throws to first in time. And that is out number 2. I forgot. I hit the inning. Good Lord, I am rusty. I hit the inning instead of the outs. All right, there we go. Pardon me. I just woke up, I guess. Like a little over an hour ago. All right, that'll bring up Rushman, the DH. Sinker, missed, ball 1. 255 average, 7 home runs. I think it's 28 RBI. Here's the pitch. Inside at the knees. 2-0. All right. 2-0. Righty versus lefty. Didn't offer at a curveball low in the dirt. 80 miles per hour. 3-0. Miles quickly retired the first 2. Now he's 3-0 to the third hitter. Here's the pitch. Taken, strike 1, sinker, 95. Man, I'm going to need to use eye drops. My eyes are itchy. All right, Rushman is red. Here's the pitch. Fly to center. Back at the track before the fence, caught for out number 3. Yeah, a couple steps onto the track. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the top of the second. No score. Clement, Sanchez, McAdoo due up for Toronto. Okay, I think I need more water, and I think I got to toss my laundry. UCLA is good. Oh, baseball or softball or both? Hey, how's it going, Gracie? Hot Wax, hello. Blue Jays, let's play ball. Yep. I know, I woke up an hour ago. Blue Jays, let's play ball. Oh, is that like an echo? Got it. Hockey wise, yeah, I know. The World Championships they didn't. I know. I'm trying to think. They didn't. Wait, did they? Were they out of the medals at the? Well, no, they got the silver at the Olympics. If you're saying gold, I get you. And they Canadian teams were in the PWHL finals, so for what it's worth. I agree. I kind of like Carolina. Softball, gotcha. Oh yeah, the Jays. You're right. You're right. Yeah. No worries. No worries. Gotcha. Like I figured it was like an echo, like or a repeater. All right. Well, we'll have to get laundry next inning. They're back. All right, righty versus righty. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. They didn't get the pitch type. They were too busy doing ads. 0-1. Ernie Clement, 296 average, 5 home runs, 21 RBI. 1 second on the pitch clock. Grounded to short. Couple steps, throws to first in time for out number 1. Quickly, 1 up, 1 down for Toronto in the top of the second. IIHF. Yeah. Gotcha. Well, I get it. They won't win at Worlds. They won't win the Stanley Cup. Silver, yeah, in Olympics and yeah. PWHL Montreal over Ottawa. Swung on and missed. Sanchez chased a curveball low. 0-1. See how Hotwax highlighted my name? I can't do that anymore in the chat. I can't. It doesn't work for me anymore. I don't know why. Outside low. More low than outside. Curveball missed. Evens the count. 1-1. All right, so we're like 2 pitches behind. I can live with that. That there's nothing I can do. 2 pitches is standard being behind for streaming. Here's the pitch. Checked his swing. Yes, 2-1 that count. A little outside. Looks like a sinker missed. Yeah, this is a terrible angle. I don't know how you're supposed to see anything from the on deck circle if he went. Grounded past the second baseman into right. Diving attempt made. A second hit of the game for the Blue Jays with 1 out in the top of the second. All right. That'll bring up McAdoo, the first baseman. Righty versus righty. Here's the pitch. Just at the bottom of the zone, 86. That was a slider. Here's the pitch. Slide missed on a curveball, 84. 0-2. I mean, swung on and missed. Ooh. Ow. All right, Bradish is set. Here's the pitch. Downstairs, curveball, 85. Almost in the dirt. 1-2 the count. One out. Runner at first. 1-2 the count. McAdoo the hitter. Bradish set. Here's the pitch. Grounded up the middle. Second baseman tosses to short. Over to first. Got him. I guess Pete Alonso dug it out at first. That's an inning double play. It was 4-6-3 on the fielding. We head to the bottom of the second. Still no score. All right, I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be right back. Got to get more water. All right, still at commercial. So I didn't miss anything. Did they review this play? No, I guess he got him. That was a nice dig by Alonso. And of course, who's leading off? Alonso. All right, righty versus righty. Outside, 1-0 to Alonso. 232 average, 11 homers, 35 RBI for Pete Alonso. Takes a strike on the outside edge. 1-1. That was a sinker. Sorry, I missed the... Excuse me. 1-1 pitch. Upstairs, missed. Sinker, 94. 2-1. My teachers are Orioles fans. All right, here's the 2-1. Grounded right up the middle into center for a leadoff single for the O's. 1 on, nobody out for Baltimore. First hit of the game for Baltimore. Blue Jays have 2 singles, one in the first, one in the second. Second inning was erased on a 4-6-3 double play. All right, Basallo. Is it Basallo or Basallo? I think it's Basallo.
So the leadoff hitter report now for Samuel Basallo.
Basallo, yep. Okay, double L. Y sound. Samuel Basallo, 276 average, 9 home runs, 24 RBI. 0-1 pitch. Fouled it off. 0-2. Yeah, called strike on a sinker, fouled off a curveball. He calls time. Oh, is that actually below? I need to resize the window. Outside. Misses on a curveball, 76. 1-2 the count. Oh, what the heck? This isn't visible? There we go. I don't know. Checks his swing, but fouled it off. Still 1-2. Yeah, it was high and inside. He just couldn't lay off, and it hit his bat. One and two, runner at first, nobody out. Miles delivers inside. Slider missed, 88. Evens the count, 2-2. Here's the pitch. Bounces one in the dirt. Runner holds. It's 3-2, right? Not 2-2? I think Peacock is wrong. I think it's 3-2 already. Yeah. Peacock has 2-2. That's not right. It's 3-2 the count. I thought. Maybe it is 2-2. I don't know. Throw to first, not in time. Yeah, I think Peacock missed a pitch. I don't think I'm ahead of pitch. I think Peacock dropped the ball. I think they missed a pitch. Yeah, inside he walked him. They had a 2-2 count, so they were wrong. 2 on, nobody out for the Orioles in the bottom of the second. As Miles in a bit of trouble here. Miles is thrown. Let's see. Do they have a pitch counter? Okay, 23. Basallo tying his left shoe at first. The hitter is Taveras. 280 average, 2 home runs, 22 RBI. the center fielder for the O's today. Infield in at the corners. Shortstop behind second base, pretty much. Bunt attempt up the first base line. Catcher fields it. Throw to first. Got him, but the runners advance to second and third. Nice bunt there. Executed there by the O's. Taveras, a sac bunt. Catcher had to barehand it and throw it. A nice throw. All right, 1 out, but 2 runners in scoring position now for Baltimore. Looping curveball, 80 taken, strike 1. The hitter is it Colton? I'll say Kozer. I don't know, or it's got to be Cowser, right? 215 average. I don't know. Sorry. Swung on and missed at a slider in the dirt. Quickly 0-2. Peacock is broke. It just surprised me that they were behind a pitch. I'm like, am I doing something wrong? I'm pretty sure it's a full count. And then the walk happens on 2-2 for them. Yeah. They do a really bad job at college basketball. That I found out the hard way this spring or this winter. Fouled off, out of play. I didn't think much of their Olympic hockey coverage either, but then again, nobody's worse than TNT. You would think somebody at the NHL would be like, look, TNT, let's dedicate better coverage to this sport. Inside, missed. 1-2, a sinker, 86. 7th hitter in the lineup for Baltimore. Again, I think it's Cowser. If it's Kozer, I apologize. In the dirt. Did they appeal? No. In the dirt. Evens the count. 2-2. All right. 1 out. We had a single and a walk and a sac bunt. So second and third, 1 out. 2-2 count. Righty versus lefty. Jams him. Grounded to second. Thought about third or home, but threw to first. Other runner advances. It is 1-0 Baltimore, and now 2 outs. Yeah, it would be helpful if I put the run up on this screen first, wouldn't it? Let me clear the count, too. So 4-3 ground out, an RBI ground out. 1 run on 2 hits now. No. Hold on. Let me check that. 1-0 count. No, it's 1 run on 1 hit. My bad. I had already counted the hit. Grounded foul. Out of play. I think he got a fresh bat. That looked like he... Cubs Cardinals tonight, but I'm going to take the night off. That game's on NBC as well. Sure, plenty of people are doing that. All right, 1-1 count. Fresh bat for Alexander, the 8th place hitter for the Orioles. It's 1-0 Baltimore in the bottom of the second. Here's the pitch. Way out. Wait, did he catch the outside corner? No. Ball 2. Wait a minute. Really? That looked like it ticked the sinker, 95 or 96. Yeah, catcher was inside and the pitch was outside. 2-1 count. Righty versus righty. Ball got away, but not far enough to score the runner. They called that a strike, too. Thought it might be inside. Evens the count at 2-2. I don't know what happened. He tried to catch the ball like this on the inside instead of turning the glove over, and you know, yeah, it was a fun ball rolled towards the third base dugout, but not far enough to score the runner at third. 2-2 pitch outside, full count, 3-2, 2 outs, runner at third, 1 run in already. Orioles picked up a single, a walk, a sac bunt, moving the runners to second and third, ground out to second, an RBI ground out to take the 1-0 lead. Full count pitch on the way. Upstairs, he walked him, a sinker, 96. So runners at the corners with 2 outs now. Oh, did the Jays challenge this? Or, wow, they're going to lose if they did. Yeah, no, the catcher was like this, and then he thought better of it. Wait, what are they saying that he did? Okay, I think he thought better of it. Holiday, the hitter, the 9th place hitter for Baltimore. Righty versus lefty. Curveball in there, 78, taking strike. Jackson Holiday, 267 average, 2 home runs, 6 RBI on the season, 810 OPS. All right, runners at the corners, 0-1 count. Fouled it off, third base line, foul territory. Just one hops the wall. Too long a run, but the count is now 0-2 to Holiday. Oh, Dexter Fowler is on the call. That name does sound familiar. They have Jim Palmer, I know. He probably, I don't know, does he still do Orioles broadcasts? He's on the Peacock call. He was during the pregame. All right, 0-2 count, 2 outs. Runner is at the corners. Swung on and missed. Curveball in the dirt, strike 3, but the damage is done. They pick up a run. They leave 2. We head to the top of the third, 1-0 Orioles. All right, that'll bring up, Jimenez, Valenzuela, and Lukes for Toronto. All right, hope you're enjoying the live stream. If so, please give a thumbs up or hit that like button on the video. Consider hitting the subscribe button to the channel. Doing one or both does help to get the channel recommended to other viewers. This will help me grow the channel. I thank you all for your support. If you happen to have a Twitch account, please follow Sinbin Stream there as well. It's the same live stream. It is faster and commercial free. It's literally like a 4-second delay as opposed to YouTube, which is another 14 minimum, so an 18-second delay. But I get it. It probably takes up more cell phone data. So if you prefer YouTube, no problem. Thinking about doing other platforms as well, but I don't know. I deleted my Kick account. I wasn't happy with Kick. Searching for other stuff, but I'm not sure. All right, we are back from break, interviewing first season as Orioles manager, I'm sorry, I missed how to say his name. The hitter is Jimenez. Upstairs and outside. He's the 8th hitter in the Toronto lineup. I hate these interviews during the game. I know they think it adds a lot of insight. I disagree. It's such a distraction. Down the middle, strike one taken. So we had a four-seam fastball and then a sinker. Did he check his swing? First baseman's third base umpire, pardon me, says he did. Count is 2-1, excuse me. Bradish is set. Here's the delivery. Down the first base line, Alonso flips it to Bradish for out number 1. Ground out. 3-1 on the putout and assist. 1 away for the Jays in the top of the second. That'll bring up Valenzuela, the catcher. 9th hitter in the Toronto lineup. Oh, he's using his curveball much more this year. Bradish. Upstairs, four-seam, 94, missed. Ball 1. Ow. 12.8% in 2025, 22.7% in 2026. Low, did he go? No. 2-0. Curveball missed. 84. 1 out, nobody on. Valenzuela, 245 hitter, 4 home runs, 10 RBI. Righty versus lefty. Here's the pitch. In the air, left field. Originally stepped back and then moved in. Secured the catch for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down for Toronto, top of third. Ward, the left fielder, with the putout. Is it still called Oriole Park? Did they drop the at Camden Yards? I forgot to look that up. All right, Luke's is 1 for 1. Takes a curveball right in the middle. 81, strike 1. .304 average, no home runs, 9 RBI for Nathan Lukes, the third. The left fielder. 38's his number. It looked like third base. Outside, 1-1 evens the count. A slider, 86. Missed. Foul. No, in the air, curveball down the left field line and off the screen. So no play. 1-2 the count with 2 outs and nobody on for Toronto. Here in the top of third. Okay, that's what I thought. It looks like Star Wars Day because I thought I saw somebody for the Orioles in Star Wars gear on the scoreboard, and now I just saw Luke's as a stormtrooper. So I was like, in the dirt, inside, 2-2, missed on a slider, 88. Two outs, bases empty, 2-2 count. Luke's swung on and missed at a curveball, 84, strike 3. 3 up, 3 down, nothing across. We head to the bottom of the third, 1-0 Baltimore. All right, forgot to do mid Mid-third. Orioles will send up Ward, Henderson, and Rushman. All right, I'm going to actually get more water. Yeah, I'm going to top off my water. I'll be right back. All right. Ow. Oh, brother. Will Ferrell's doing Jay's potato chips commercials with featuring what's his name? Oh, brother. Sorry, I don't get into soccer. If you like it, that's fine. I've watched EPL with my son before, but even he hasn't watched it in a couple of years. That'd be the closest I'd come to watching soccer. I have zero interest in the World Cup. I mean, if you like it, that's fine. It's not my cup of tea. I'll try not to bash it. Again, I don't like the NBA either. I used to. It's all right. In the air to center, short of the track, caught for out number one. One pitch, one out for the O's in the bottom of the first. That was Taylor Ward on the fly out to Varsho. Henderson, the shortstop, 0 for 1, steps into the left-handed batter's box. Here's the pitch. Taken, sinker, strike one. Whoops, forgot to do that. 0 for 1, ground out in first, but that was an RBI ground out. I think. Oh, no. Wait, not in the first. They scored in the second. He did go, says the third base umpire, did not check his swing. Boy, I don't know about that. Into center, single with 1 out, single. Sorry, 1 second. All right. 1-0 the count. Sorry, I had text 2-0 now. Hitter is Rushman, 0 for 1. Miles has thrown 45 pitches here in the bottom of the third. Sinker swung on and missed, 95 missed. 2-1 count. Just downstairs, sinker 96, 3-1 count, 1 out, runner at first. Both teams have two hits. Baltimore leads 1-0. They got a run in the second. Low and inside, ball got away. That's probably a wild pitch. Runner to second. Runner in scoring position with one. Oh, no, that was ball 4. Pardon me. So 2 on, 1 out. Pardon me. Forgot that was ball 4. So no wild pitch because the runner didn't go to third. All right, here's the pitch. Popped it up down the right field foul territory into the stands. Strike 1. 1 out, bottom of the third, first and second. Alonso, the hitter. So Miles in a bit of trouble here. Would they call that a ball? That was a strike. Caught the lower outside corner. I can't believe Toronto didn't appeal. That should have been a strike. It's 1-1 now. In the air to center, right center, taken by the right fielder. Rounding third and heading for home with the second run for the Orioles. Alonso, an RBI single. And Baltimore leads 1-0 still with... Oh, actually the runner went to third from first. So runners at the corners, 1 out. Jays trying to stay out of the big inning. Desperately need a double play here. Or a strikeout. Or pop out in the infield. All right, 1 out. 1 in. Runners at the corners. Basayo, the hitter. He had a walk in his only plate appearance. So no official at bat yet. Miles throws, fouled off. 94-mile-per-hour sinker. Runner was going. He'll have to head back. 0-1. That's Alonso at first after the RBI. Wow, he got a fantastic jump. There would have been no chance to throw him out, but pitch was fouled off. Here's the pitch. Curveball fouled out of play, third base or left field line. Quickly 0-2. Basayo. Miles in a bit of a jam here. Needs desperately to get an out. Gotta stay out of the big inning here. Already down 2-0. Here's the pitch. Fouled. First baseline out of play. 0-2 still. Miles, 54 pitches. Basayo, the batter, an 0-2 count. Roped down the right field line. Tried to jam him. 1 run will score. Rounding third, at third. And that's a double. RBI double for Basayo, and the O's lead 3-0, and they have 2 runners in scoring position, only 1 out. Basayo just hit it out of the reach of the first baseman down the line because he was in holding the runner. And the Jays are in a jam here. They picked up a couple here in the bottom of the third and lead 3-0. All right, first pitch, foul, four seam. 0-1 to Taveras. He had a sac bunt in his only plate appearance. So no official at bat. 0-1 count. Check the runner. Delivers. Fouled off. Right out front of the plate. 0-2 the count. Oh boy. Come on, Toronto. Stay in this game here. Action in the bullpen for Toronto. It was a lefty. I didn't see his number. Swung on and missed. Got a desperately needed strikeout. 2 away finally for the Orioles. Miles with a nice pitch. Low. Got him chasing. All right, that'll bring up Cowser. 0 for 1, seventh hitter for the Orioles lineup. Looping curveball in there, 80, strike one. Ground out in the second, but he picked up the first RBI for the Orioles. For Colton Cowser, the right fielder. Righty versus lefty. 2 runners in scoring position, but 2 outs. Bounced before the plate in the dirt, 1-1. Here's the pitch. Oh, right down the pipe and drilled to right and back and long gone. 3-run home run for Cowser, and the Orioles have busted this wide open 6-0 with 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Woof. Oh boy. Miles in trouble. Jays in trouble. 5 runs in the bottom of the 6th. Yikes. That might be it. Nope, Miles is still in there. Outside. Oh, that should have been a ball. They called it a strike. 0-1. That ball was right down the center of the plate, and there was no doubt. He crushed it. 020650. All right. Let me double check that. 020650. Yep. Okay. I got that. 0-2 the count. Called strike on a curveball. 79. Alexander a walk in the second. Blaze Alexander, the third baseman. Fouled one off. Again. 0-2. Toronto in some trouble here. Oh, boy.
And a 5-run third today. Second time in their last.
Inside on a sinker, 95. Nearly hit him.
Is that for both teams, if you get big leads, it's kind of like the Seinfeld thing, yeah.
All right, righty versus righty. 1-2 count. 8th hitter in the Orioles lineup. Alexander fouls one off. 1-2 the count still. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. 87. Still 1-2. What did I do? I'm going to have to check. Fouled off a sinker, 95. Still 1-2. Here's the pitch. Sinker. Fouled off again. 1-2 count. All right. Grounded to second baseman over to first in time for out number 3, but the damage is done. They get 5 runs. They don't leave any on base. We head to the top of the 4th. 6-0 Orioles through 3 innings. Oh boy, what a big blast was a 3-run homer by Cowser. Woof. Due up Guerrero, Varsho, and Okamoto. Yeah, I think it's Okamoto. All right, there. We've got a little bit at the bottom, but yeah, I can't see much. I don't. This ad they added is screwing things up, I guess. Yeah, I see the due up doesn't show up at the bottom, it looks like. Yeah, whatever. I guess I'll do that. Oh yeah, I forgot to put end third. All right, well, we got 3 innings in and just under an hour, but yeah, that last inning obviously was long. Guerrero again due up, the DH for the O's. Let's see. Yeah, no other games have started. The rest of the league starts 12:35, 12:40. 20 minutes. 17, I know, yeah. 21 minutes and 26 minutes from now. All right, Guerrero is up. He's 0 for 1. Bradish missed. Ball 1. All right, righty versus righty. Bradish just set. Here's the pitch. Grounded to first. Throw to the pitcher, Bradish, who steps on the bag. Out number 1. Alonso fielded it. Threw to Bradish. Ground out 3-1. Quickly 1 away for the Jays in the top of the 4th. Varsho, the hitter, fly out, 0 for 1. Low, curveball, 85, miss, 1-0. One 0 count to Varsho, righty versus lefty. Bradish delivers in the air to right, back near the wall. Foul. The camera work was terrible. The left fielder was chasing it like he had a play, or the right fielder was chasing it like he had a play. I don't think Cowser knew exactly where it was. I think he lost it in the sun because that was way into the stands. Might be why Peacock was fooled a little bit. All right, here's the pitch. Grounded right back to Bradish. Throw to first in time. So ground out 3-1 and ground out 1-3. Quickly 2 up, 2 down for the Jays in the bottom or in the top of the fourth. We got to start changing things around for the Jays here. I don't really have any I guess Valvoline's Blue Jays colors. Upstairs 1-0 to Okamoto. Yeah, shouldn't have put the orange up there for the Orioles, I guess. All right. Inside, no, high and a little bit inside. 2-0. Here's the pitch, right down the middle, four seam, 94, taken 2-1 the count. Rough day for Miles. Yep. That third inning was brutal. Looping curveball in there, taking strike 2. Yeah, I mean, they were in and out of trouble that inning, and then that 3-run bomb. Just right, that pitch was right down the middle, like 94. Fouls off a slider out of the zone, still 2-2. That should have been ball 3 to Okamoto. All right. Righty versus righty. 2-2. In the dirt on a curveball, 84. Full count. Bases empty. 2 away. Top of the fourth. Blue Jays down by 6 in the Battle of the Birds. Orioles looking to get a split of the 4-game series. Blue Jays looking to win the series 3-1. Upstairs, he walked him. A slider, 87. Just high, just a little high. So the Blue Jays get a runner at first with 2 outs. Yeah, that did not miss by much. Bradish has thrown 44 pitches. Fouled off. A slider. 0-1. Clement 0 for 1, a ground out in the second. 295 average, 5 home runs. RB. I think it was 21 RBI. Apologies. 66 hits leads the AL for Clement. In the air to right, routine fly ball, caught for out number 3. No runs, no hits. They leave 1. We head to the bottom of the fourth. 6-0 Orioles. Holiday, Ward, and Henderson due up. All right. I think I got to get something to eat real quick. I'll be right back. All right, still at commercial. Holiday, the hitter. Mako, the pitcher. The Orioles have a hot dog race? Are they copying the Brewers sausage race? Mako, a lefty, 1-0 record, 7 games, a start, 6 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts, 1.17 whip. So Miles' day is done. Swung on and missed, four-seam, 95, 0-1 to Holiday. Holiday 0 for 1 today. Opponents, man, what is this? I don't know. In there for a strike, four-seam, 94, quickly 0-2 to Holiday. Did he chase? They appealed to third base umpire. They said no. That was a ball in the right-handed batter's box in the dirt. 1-2. Lefty Mako against lefty Holiday. 9th hitter in the Baltimore lineup. Another pitch low and outside. 2-2. Slider 85. Evens the count. Here's the pitch in the air on a four-seam, 93, shallow center. Center fielder calls it and catches it for out number 1. 1 up, 1 down. Orioles head to the top of the order, already leading 6-0. 1 out, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 4th. 5 runs for the Orioles in the bottom of the 3rd. A 3-run homer by Cowser was the bit, most of the damage. It was 3-0, quickly became 6-0. First pitch popped up, shallow center on the run, and caught by the center fielder, out number 2. So 2 flyouts to the 8th, F8. Varsho with 2 putouts here in the bottom of the 4th. First pitch low, 1-0. Hit Henderson, who's 1 for 2, single in the 3rd and scored a run. 94-mile-per-hour four-seam, high and inside, 2-0. Lefty versus lefty. All right. Here's the pitch upstairs, miss, 3-0. 93-mile-per-hour four-seam. 3-0 count to Henderson. 2 outs, bases empty for the Orioles. Bottom of the 4th. Popped it up on the infield. Both short and third, man, battling the sun on the grass. The shortstop catches it. 3 up, 3 down, nothing across. We've played 4. We head to the top of the 5th. 6-0. Toronto sends up Sanchez, McAdoo, and Jimenez. Oh, I think I forgot to do the box mid. Yeah, I did. End of the 4th. I'll double check this too. All right, 1 second. 020650. Yep. Okay, we got it. All right, hope you're having a great Sunday. We will be switching to WNBA basketball. Aces Valkyries should be a good one at 2:30, but I think NBC won't tip that game till at least 2:40. I suppose 2:35, but I don't know. The only game I did and I think was the ring ceremony for the Aces. So that, you know, on opening day or yeah, but that might, I don't know if that was a Saturday or a Sunday now. I forgot. All right, so we have played 4 in Baltimore, 6-0. Next baseball game will be Wednesday. Rangers Cardinals 6:45. All right, Sanchez against Bradish. He's 1-for-1. Inside 1-0. Are they? Is that seriously inside? Yeah, it was. Okay. 1-0 the count. Take and strike, 4-seam 93, right down the middle. Boxcar 7-0. Oh, the Dodgers. That's right. I forgot. Wait. Oh no. You're talking about UCLA softball, maybe. I don't know. Fouled off, out of play. 1-2. The count. Yeah, the Sunday night game is Cubs Cardinals on NBC and Peacock. I think sometimes it's just on Peacock if I'm not mistaken, but I got to keep checking the listings. Inside and in the dirt, evens the count, 2-2. Two count here in the top of the 5th. Here's the pitch inside, sinker, 95, missed, full count. Toronto desperately needs base runners. Here's the full count pitch, grounded to third. Picks it up, throws to first in time, 5-3, ground out. Assist to the third baseman, put out first baseman, quickly, one up, one, well, not quickly, but one up, one down in the top of the 5th. All right, righty versus righty. McAdoo 0-for-1, 7th hitter for Toronto. Right down the middle, a 4-seam, 0-1. Randomossi, happy Monday. Good, have a great day at work. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Doing all right here. In the air to center, short of the track and caught for out number 2. Blue Jays have just 2 hits. The Orioles have 5. They had a 3-run homer to cap a 5-run inning in the bottom of the 3rd. They had 1 run in the 2nd. We're in the top of the 5th with 2 outs, almost halfway. Oh, okay, your hometown. Oh, yeah, I'd never heard of them. That's why I didn't know. What league, Seth? 1-0 the count. Upstairs. Jimenez a ground out in the 3rd. Righty versus lefty. Outside, curveball 83, and the catcher dropped it too. Trying to catch the ball like this instead of turning the glove over. It's like twice today. I don't know if it was the Baltimore catcher both times or I forgot. 56 pitches for Bradish here in the top of 5. Upstairs, 3-0 to Jimenez, the 8th hitter in the Toronto lineup. Hey, Gino, what's up? Thanks for checking in. Yes, pure adrenaline sports for the Mets and other baseball games. And I know he does a weekly MLB power rankings. All right, taking strike 3-1. Thanks, and hello to Gina. Thanks for checking in. Three and one. Here's the pitch. Ooh, that should have been a strike. Baltimore didn't appeal. That caught the outside edge of the plate. Yeah, you know what? I think they are going to appeal. And they're going to win it. That'll be. Wait a minute. So that'll be a full count then. No, they didn't appeal. Okay, never mind. Ball 4. That should have been a full count. Valenzuela 0 for 1, a flyout in the third. In the air, right down the middle, 93 miles per hour. He slams the bat into the dirt. Routine fly to left. That'll do it. No runs, no hits. They leave one for a walk. We're halfway home. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Still 6-0 in favor of the Baltimore Orioles. Due up, Rushman, Alonso, and Basayo for the O's. Yep, got a couple minutes, and Padres, Nats, and Angels, Rays will be underway, along with Braves, Reds, Red Sox, Guardians. That's another 7 minutes for those. Marlins, Mets. Then everything else is 1:10 or later, Central Time. Hagerstown's Flying Boxcars. Nice name. ALPB. Okay, I've never heard of that. I mean, I know the minor leagues have changed drastically since COVID, so it's not surprising I haven't heard of the league, though. It is still Oriole Park at Camden Yards. I thought maybe they dropped Camden Yards for some reason. All right, Pete Alonso, the leadoff hitter. Mako in relief, second inning. Start of his second inning. Lefty versus righty. Right down the middle, a four-seam fastball. 94, pop to right, and out one. One pitch, one out. For the Birds, or the Birds, they're both the Birds. The O's in the bottom of the fifth. ALPB, huh? That sounds familiar. I'm wondering if there's, excuse me, teams in this area. Just got the bottom part of the zone. 0-1 at slider, 85. The hitter is now Basayo. 1 for 1, a walk, and I think at least an RB. Yeah, one RBI double. Grounded to third. Over to first in time. Out number 2. 2 up, 2 down already here in the bottom of the fifth. We're halfway home. Nice pace of the game. The only inning that slowed us down was that 5-run bottom of the third for the Orioles. Shows bunt, missed, strike one. It would have been a strike even if he hadn't swung. Slider. Wait, what? Basayo 0-2. Roped one to right. Right fielder gets it, and a 2-out single for the Orioles. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. 2 outs, runner at first. Orioles, sixth hit of the game. Basayo's 2 for 2. Again, a 5-run third inning for the Orioles. A 3-run bomb by Cowser capped off that 5-run inning. Caught the outside edge of the plate to the right-hander, Taveras, 0-1. He's 0 for 1 on a sac bunt. Move the runners up, which led to the first Orioles run. Fouled off, slider, 88, quickly 0-2 the count. Now we got to talk about Jim Palmer. Okay, I know he's on the broadcast, but this is a long time ago. Youngest to pitch a complete game shutout in the World Series. Now that's impressive. Looping knuckle curve 79. Got him looking. No runs. 1 hit. 1 left on. We head to the top of the 6th. Still dominated by the Orioles. 6-0. Due up is Lukes, Guerrero Jr., and Varsho. So the top of the order for the Blue Jays. All right, I'll be right back. All right, still at commercial. Suppose I could cue up music. Somebody wearing their Palmer jersey in the crowd. The home stadium is Meritus Park. Okay. Or Meritus, probably. Sorry. First pitch taken. A sinker, 93. Strike 1. Top is 6. Luke's is 1 for 2 with a single in the first. 300 average, 9 RBIs. 9 RBI, no home runs. Low and outside, sinker 94. Evens the count, 1-1. Bradish with 62 pitches in the top of the 6th, so he's pitched a 2-hit gem. Here's the pitch. Low, in the dirt, curveball, missed outside. 2-1. All right. 2-1, righty versus lefty. Bradish to Lukes. Wow, what a pitch. Sinker, 93. It started inside and then caught the low inside corner. What can you do with that sinker? Holy cow, as we look at Vlad Guerrero Jr. on deck. Here's the 2-2. Grounded right up the middle. Shortstop, no trouble behind second. Over to first in time for out number 1. Ground out 6-3. Henderson to Pete Alonso. So assist Henderson. Pete Alonso, the putout. Vlad Guerrero Jr., 0 for 2 today, the designated hitter. 65 pitches for Bradish. Righty versus righty. In the dirt, ball 1, sinker 95. May have caught a piece of the catcher. Hopefully he's all right. Not much going right for the Blue Jays today. As they were looking to win the 4-game series 3-1 and get back to 500, but not looking too great right now. Liner to center on the run, caught for out number 2, right at him. Good piece of hitting by Guerrero, but nothing to show for it. Quickly, 2 up, 2 down. Yeah, is it 0-2-0 and 6-6-0? Okay. Here's the pitch. Ooh, I thought it caught the bottom of the zone, but they call it ball 1, a 94-mile-per-hour sinker. Varsho 0 for 2. Righty pitcher Bradish, lefty hitter Varsho. Bounces one short. That may not even hit the dirt. That might have hit the grass. 2-0. Fly out, ground out for Varsho. 261 average, 5 home runs. They took down the RBI before I can get it. 1 out, or 2 outs, pardon me. Bases empty. Taken, strike 1. A 4-seam, 92 miles per hour. Two-one pitch. 70 pitches for Bradish. Upstairs, sinker missed, 92, 3-1 count. Blue Jays entering June were in possession of the 3rd wild card. Now, yeah, by a game, but now, wait, what? Oh, no, they're talking about last year to this year. Never mind. Grounded to first. Alonso tosses to Bradish. Out number 3. 3 up, 3 down, nothing across. Ground out, 3-1 on the fielding. We head to the bottom of the 6th. 6-0 Orioles. Jays still have 3 at-bats to work with. Due up for the O's. Cowser, who did half the damage with, he's 1 for 2 with a 3-run homer. Actually, he's got 4 RBIs. 3 of them on the homer and a run. Alexander and Holiday. All right, it's time to check the scoreboard. Twins Pirates, bottom of the 1st, 1 out for the Pirates, no score. Through 1 in D.C., Padres and Nationals, no score. Top of 1st, Angels at Tampa to play the Rays. 2 outs, 3-1 count. In Cincinnati, Braves already got 1. They lead the Reds 1-0. They've got 2 outs and a runner at first, top 1. Red Sox up 1-0 on the Guardians in Cleveland, top 1st. Again, 1-0, 1 out, and a runner on. Or no outs, a runner at first. No outs, a runner at first for the Braves with a 1-2 count. Marlins, Mets. Mets already have 2 on with 1 out in the top of the 1st. No hits, though. And about 24 minutes till the next couple games start. That's your out-of-town scoreboard. All right, what are we at? All right, I'll get the 7th inning stretch music queued up so I won't forget. Not after this, but after the top of the 7th. Upstairs, first pitch misses. I think we got a new pitcher. Hayden Yinger debut, Major League. 2-0. White Sox have had 10 players make their Major League debut. Blue Jays have had 8. Red Sox 7. What did they say? Yanger? 3-0. Hitter is Cowser. Yeah, of course he wants to be careful with him. He's got 4 of the 6 RBIs, 3 of them on that 3-run homer to cap off the 5-run bottom of the 3rd. 4-pitch walk to the leadoff hitter in the bottom of the 6th.
You don't feel good about yourself.
All right, Yanger with a first, with a debut here. Hayden Yanger, number 70. First pitch, another ball to the next hitter. Another ball outside. 2-0. 6 straight balls. Here in the bottom of the 6th. There's a strike. 4-seam fouled off. 95. Alexander, the 8th place hitter. Again, Hayden Yanger. Juenger. And I just closed the wrong thing. What the heck? I didn't need that anyways. It's just the MLB scoreboard. I don't use it. Fouled it off. 2-2. Evens the count. Yanger with 8 pitches. Boog's barbecue. Oh, Boog Powell, right. Long time Oriole. Alexander, the hitter, 8th hitter in the lineup. 0 for 1 today. Righty versus righty. Fouled straight back, a 4-seam, 95. Still 2-2. Leadoff walk for Baltimore here. In the bottom of the 6th. Fouled another one off. 2-2 the count. 10 pitches already for Yanger in his Major League Baseball debut here. 6-0 O's. Here's the 2-2. Lined into center for a single. Runners at first and second. Nobody out for the Orioles. Hit number 7 on the day for Baltimore. Looking to add to an already big lead, 6-0. All right, 9th place hitter up, or 9th place in the lineup. Righty versus lefty. Holiday 0 for 2. Yanger delivers outside, 4-seam, 95, a little bit high as well. 1-0. Here's the pitch. Way inside. Low. Changeup. 89. 2-0. Catcher comes out to the mound. Valenzuela trying to settle the youngster down. Holiday, the hitter. Home plate ump heads out to break up the visit. And now the manager comes out too. Sanchez apparently has some sort of injury. I didn't see what happened. Sanchez, the right fielder. What happened? He's got a right wrist injury. He left his glove in right. I don't know what happened. Did he get stung by a bee?
It's Sanchez, his glove, and a ball from somewhere.
Oh, there's a ball on the field. Did a fan throw a ball onto the field? Do we have video, Peacock?
Did that ball come from the stands? It had to.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Wow, that is really low class by the Orioles fans.
That's wild. I'd fingerprint it right now.
Fingerprint the baseball. Okay.
They did it. This is unbelievable.
They're going to have to sub out Sanchez. He's got a right wrist injury.
Seen anything like this? I mean, of all the things that have happened to the Blue Jays as far as the injured list is concerned, to lose a guy otherwise healthy because something came out of the stands and hit him on the arm? I mean, we're assuming that's what happened, and people are pointing into the stands in right. Watch the upper right-hand side of your screen here where Jesus is. He turns around.
What happened?
He's walking toward the fence. Turns back around. He's talking to somebody. Yeah. And then
Yeah, somebody threw a ball.
Sure enough. And hit him in the arm. Man, that's unreal. So, Yohendrick Minyango is going to take over in right. And Jesus Sanchez is being removed from the game.
Wow. Real classy Baltimore Orioles fans. Wow. I can't, I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. A fan threw Sanchez was talking to somebody in the stands and they threw a ball at him and hit his right wrist and he had to be removed from the game. Finally, a strike taken on the inside edge of the plate. I can't believe it. I mean, that is really zero class for the Baltimore. I know it's just one fan. It's not all Orioles fans. So I get it. I'm sure they're great normally, but that is really pathetic. They better eject that fan. Whoever's in the right field stands better narc on that guy or person, I should say. Wow. Oh, that's an appeal. That is not a walk. We should have a full count. Terrible call by the home plate umpire. Toronto will challenge and win this. It's definitely half the ball was in the zone. It's upstairs. How are you missing a high strike? 3-2 the count. I can't believe. Yeah, exactly. It's hot wax. I agree. Or jerk. Jerk singular. All right, full count. Nobody out. Popped it up out of play. Foul. Back. Straight back. Into the upper deck, actually. All right, Holiday the hitter in ninth. So, yeah, his wrist or forearm, his right wrist or forearm got hit by the ball. Another four-seam fouled out of play. This is the left field line. About one box in or 4 rows in. So quickly 3-2. 2024 World Series. Well, how about and this is going back a ways, in the 90s, that was it a Yankees fan against the Orioles caught a ball right in front of, I forgot the right fielder for the Orioles. And they counted it as a home run when it should have been fan interference and an out. All right, Full count walk, bases loaded, and the nightmare continues for the Jays today. They just lost Sanchez to an apparent right arm injury. They're already down 6-0. Ward is the leadoff hitter. He is 0 for 3. I mean, I can't believe I have to say this, but don't throw a baseball onto the field, people. Holy crap. 0-1. Ward 0 for 3, ground out, 2 flyouts, 250 average, 2 home runs, 16 RBI. Righty versus righty. Yanger in his MLB debut is getting roughed up here. 3 straight runners. I think a single and 2 walks. Or a walk. I think it was single walk, right? Hold on. It was walk, single walk. Didn't mean to swing, and he fouled it straight back. Tried to check it. 4-seamer fouled off. 0-2. Yeah, Ward just barely got the barrel on it. He tried to check his swing on a high pitch. Yeah, I wasn't watching 2024. Grounded. Oh, Yanger got it right up the middle. They did get the double play, but a run scores, so the Jays will take that. 2 outs. Yanger couldn't make the play. Maybe would have had a shot at home, but instead, I think it's a G4-3 double play ground out. So no RBI. Oh,
Looks safe to me.
Orioles might be challenging the ruling at first. It's 7-0. So there might only be 1 out. Yeah, I think he had at least a tie. What a horrible call by the first baseman. It was 4-3, but yep, he's safe. All right, that'll mean 1 out, runners at the corners instead. What a horrific call by the first base umpire. So actually, that will be an RBI fielder's choice. All right, what's taking so long? Did they not rule yet? I mean, he had to have been safe. So the O's pick up a run here in the 6th and lead 7-0. Yanger's still in trouble. In the air to left center, back at the track, off the wall. Throw to second. 1 run scores. And it's just, yep, it ends up being a double. And it's 8-0. Another hit. Just right down the middle. Crushed it off the wall. 8 runs on 8 hits. A double off the R and Care first and center. I guess the Orioles do some sort of wing celebration. 2 here in the bottom of the 6th here. Adley Rushman, the designated hitter, 0 for 2, a walk in the 3rd and a run scored, 252 average, 7 homers, 28 RBI. Here's the pitch at the knees on the inside edge of the plate. 0-2 the count. Sorry, I missed the first pitch apparently. Foul tip and then a called strike and time called by Rushman. Upstairs, 1-2, 4-seam 94, way high. Here's the 1-2. Swung and fouled down the first base line off the tarp. Still 1-2. Inside, low and inside. 2-2 the count. Yep. Yanger could have helped himself a little bit. Probably would have had a double play home to first. In the air to right center, caught by the center fielder, tagging at third and scoring the 9th run of the game for the and the runner moved to third on top of that. 2 outs, another run in, 9-0 Baltimore. All Orioles. They got 1 run in the second. It looked like the hitter hurt himself on that swing, by the way. Oh, wait, that wasn't a hit, just a run. They've plated 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. 1-0 the count. Pete Alonso, 2 for 3, 2 singles, 2 runs, and an RBI for the former Met. 238 average, 11 homers, 36 RBI. Taken right down the middle, 1-1 slider, 87. So if you just joined us, they had a run in the second, 5 runs in the third, and 3 runs already here with a runner at third, 2 outs, and now a 2-1 count to Alonso. Yanger making his debut for Toronto in this inning. Sanchez got hit by a ball thrown by a fan, and he has some sort of wrist or forearm injury on his right arm, his throwing hand. Just a strange thing. Foul down the right field line and out into the stands. Evens the count at 2-2. Just a bizarre scene here at Oriole Park at Camden Yards on a beautiful day in Baltimore, but it's strange. I hope they ejected that fan. They should bring criminal charges against him too. I mean, that's assault. I mean, pretty sure. All right, 2-2 count. Alonso way outside and low, well, at least outside. 4-seam misses, full count. Runner at third, 3 already in on this inning to make a 6-run lead, a 9-0 lead. Here's the pitch by Yanger. Popped it up on the edge of the infield. Second baseman finally gets it. Looked like McAdoo almost got in his way, the first baseman. They get 3. They leave 1. We have played 6. 9-0 Orioles. And we head to the top of the 7th. Okamoto, Clement, and Pinago. And I believe Pinago, Pinago must be the guy who replaced Sanchez. Sanchez was 1 for 2. So Pinago's first at bat after having to be a defensive replacement in the bottom of the bottom in the 6th. That bizarre incident. Man, I cannot believe it. Oh, we need to check. Oh, I need to get water. We'll check the scores if I have time. 1 second. 2-0 Pirates. Bottom of the 2nd. I gotta get water. All right, we are back. Let's see if
was ejected. Guys, as you said upstairs, absolutely no place for that. Sad to have to report
ejected, but was he taken to jail? I mean, that's assault. So they ejected the fan, but what good does that do? if he's not brought for charges. Okamoto takes strike one. Bradish was 73 pitches. 0 for 1, a walk in the fourth for Okamoto. Righty versus righty. Inside, 1-1. Outside, ball 2. Oh, wait. Wait, they called that a strike? Look how far outside pitch there. Oh my God, this ump's zone is all over the place. 1-2. It should be 2-1. Grounded down the third base line, but foul. So still 1-2. That should be 2-1. Now it should be 2-2. Instead, it's 1-2. Yeah, exactly. He should be. I would say lifetime ban. I mean, I don't know how you enforce it though. That's the problem. But it should be a lifetime ban. They got to bring it. He should be arrested for assault. I don't know how else to say it. Swung on and missed a nice slider, 86. 1 up, 1 down. Top of the 7th. Nasty pitch by Bradish. Really nothing Okamoto could do. It's just everything that could go wrong has gone wrong for the Jays here. Righty versus righty. Clement fouls it off. Four-seam, 93. He's 0 for 2. All right, what sign should we use? I could try mobile, but it's more red than blue for the Jays. Do I have more blue? Not really. Taken, strike 2 on the outside edge of the plate. A sinker, 94. Clement. A 1-run second inning on a ground out. A 5-run third inning on a 3-run homer after 2 runs were in. 3 runs in the bottom of the 6th, and it was Hayden Yanger making his debut for Toronto. Sanchez left with a right arm injury because a Baltimore fan threw a ball and hit his right arm, his throwing arm. So wrist or forearm injury. That was the bizarre event. A forgettable game for the Jays. Grounded to short, infield hit, throw not in time. The Jays pick up just their 3rd hit of the game here in the top of 7th. Great barehanded play and throw, but not in time. So a 1-out hit picked up by Pinago, the guy who replaced Sanchez in right field. He gets an infield hit. All right, righty versus lefty. Or no, this is Pinago. Pinago gets a single. All right. So 2 hits for the Jays. Pinago and Clement go back-to-back singles. This one to center. So the Jays have 2 on with 1 out. And 4 hits on the day. All right, an infield single to short, a single up the middle to center. 2 on, 1 out. The hitter is McAdoo, 0 for 2. Looping slider low, 87. 1-0 that count. The heck? Right-hander warming in the Orioles bullpen. So that fan was ejected. That's all we got. Grounded to short. Tossed to second for 1. Bad throw at first. And that'll score a run for the Jays. So 2 outs. That's got to be a throwing error on the second baseman. Short to second, Holiday for the put out, and then a wild throw to Alonso and nowhere near the bag. 9-1, runner at first. That's got to be an error. Can't see how it could be anything else. So the Jays finally get on the board here in the 7th. All right. 0-1 the count. Low. Curveball missed. 84. 1-1. Yeah, that was an error. Throwing error on Holiday, the second baseman. That was a terrible throw. He might as well just not thrown it because it allowed the run to score. 1-1 count. Now 2 outs. Runner at first. Blue Jays break the shutout against Bradish. 86 pitches for Bradish here in the top of 7. Jimenez, the hitter, 0 for 1, 8th place in the Blue Jays lineup. In the dirt on a sinker, 94, 2-1. Mets are ahead on Miami after Carson Benji hit a leadoff homer. Nice. Yeah, that's exactly right. They avoid the shutout. Yep. Yeah, I just hope Sanchez is all right. Just unbelievable. Foul, 4-seam, 2-2, 93 miles per hour. Low, 3-2, full count. Jimenez, the 8th place hitter. Here's the pitch. Low. No, they call the strike. Yeah, immediate challenge. This ump's zone is terrible. This is the curveball he called a strike. Yeah, there's zero chance that was a. Oh my God, 1.9 inches. So that's ball 4. And I think we're going to get a pitching change, or they're just talking to the pitcher. All right, 1 second. Be right back. Mound visit by the O's. All right, we are back. All right, low, but it called a strike. I guess he caught the bottom edge of a sinker, 91st pitch, pardon me. Runners at first and second. Oh, 1 count. Valenzuela, the 9th place hitter, in the dirt and got a piece of the catcher. Time is called. 1-1 the count. Yep. And the fans trash talked or taunted or. Oh, man, it hit him on the left bicep. It was in the dirt. Wow. Long inning between the bottom of the 6th and the top of the 7th. Swung on and missed. Strike 2, 1-2. Hey, what's up? How's it going?
Are
No, not this year. You can sit here if you want. Thanks for getting dropped off. Sorry, I would have got you like 5:30 or 6 because I'm doing WNBA after this. Oh, wait, was that pitch or was that a time called? He had already thrown the pitch and the ump, he was in his windup and delivery and he awarded time super late. Wow. Yeah, and an Oriole fan threw a ball from right field and it hit the right fielder in the right arm. He had to be removed. For the Blue Jays, yeah, he got ejected, but yeah, but he should be brought up on assault charges, to be honest. I mean, I guess there was some talk going on, and he had kind of turned to head back to the play, and he got drilled in the right arm, his throwing arm. Well, I don't even know where the ball came from. It might have been there was a home run ball, but not near there. In the dirt, and I guess he swung. He didn't check his swing. They pick up a run, leave 2. They broke the shutout. We head to the bottom of the 7th, and it is 9-1 Baltimore, and we'll cue up Take Me Out to the Ball Game music. No lyrics, I think. And we'll unmute. That's fine. Yep. All right, we are back, and hello, Reginald, maybe? Reginald, I'll say. Thanks for being here. Oh, we finally cracked 1,800. Yeah, thanks. I don't remember. All right, sorry, mixed in some more music other than Take Me Out to the Ball Game. It's about to end here for the second time. And we head to the bottom of the 7th. Bradish. Wait. What the heck? Oh. I was going to say, their thing didn't kick in here. Not Bradish. Rodriguez, the pitcher, against Basayo. Yariel Rodriguez, 0-1, 7.11 ERA, 7 games, 6 1/3 innings. Pitched 5 strikeouts, 1.58 WHIP. Low, ball 1. Here in the bottom of the 7th. In the air to right, liner caught by the right fielder for out number 1. Late cut to the camera by Peacock. Basayo, a liner to right. All right. All right. Owen won the count. Thanks, Connor. I missed it. I only saw the high. Taveras 0 for 2, sack bunt. 1 out, nobody on. Second hitter of the inning. Four-seam fastball, 95, fouled off. Strike 2. Taveras batting 6th in the Baltimore lineup. Interesting comment there. Here's the pitch. Outside. 1-2. Hey, Connor, you're that sports guy now, not that Devils fan. I just noticed your change. 1-2 pitch. In the dirt. Evens the count. 2-2. Splitter 87 got away. Not much has gone the way of Toronto today. 9-1, bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch way upstairs, four-seam, 95, full count, nobody on, 1 out in the Orioles' home half of the 8th. Cowser on deck. He's got 4 of the 9 Orioles RBI. Had a 3-run homer in the 3rd. Popped it up. Catcher, nope, by the mound. The first baseman is under it. McAdoo for out number 2. So pop out to 3 and the put out to McAdoo. 2 up, 2 down for the O's in the bottom 7. Cowser, again, 1 for 2, a home run, a walk, and 4 RBI. Did he hit a sac fly for that other one, maybe? Upstairs, 86, a ball, 1-0. Again, Rodriguez, the pitcher. All right, here's the pitch. Fouled off a four-seam, 95. All right. Righty versus lefty. Liner into center. A 1-out single for the O's in the bottom of the 8th. That is their 9th hit of the game. Orioles and wait, what? No, that's old. Why are we showing tweets from 2016? All right, former Cub. That's why I sort of remember the name, not really. All right, Blaze Alexander, 1 for 2, a walk, a single, and a run, 266 average, 1 home run, 14 RBI. Righty versus righty. Takes one at the low outside corner. 1-1. I missed the ball. Sorry. I was trying to text in the middle of the game. Pirates up 4-0. Alexander fouls it straight back, 1-2. 2-run homer gives the Mets a 3-0 lead. Yeah, if you're interested in Mets, hit up Pure Adrenaline Sports. He does the Mets and he does other MLB as well. Pirates, again, Pirates, hit up Dr. Delay. He does Pirates and other MLB. Good days for both their clubs. Strike 3 called at the bottom of the zone. They get... Nope, they are challenging. He's going to lose this, though. Oh, I don't know. It's very close. Just bare... Like, how much is there? 0.1 inch clearance, so it was not strike 3. 2-2 the count. Wow. Eagle eye there by Blaze Alexander. Righty versus righty. Runner at first. Inside. Full count. 3-2. All right. Righty versus righty. Rodriguez steps off the pitching rubber. He's got a red glove. How did I not notice that before? In the air to right center, right fielder. Oh, tried to make a diving catch. He dropped it. And they got the runner at first in a rundown. Nobody's covering first, and they throw home. And he got him. Wow. So single to right. And out advancing at home. So it should be no runs. They leave 1. We have played 8. We head to the bottom. Or we head to the top of the 8th. So Alexander singles on a line drive to right fielder Pinago. Yeah, he's definitely out. And that'll send up Lukes, Guerrero, and Straw. I guess he's pinch hitting. All right, we've played 8. Or we've only played 7. I got to add a hit in. One run, 4 hits, no errors for the Blue Jays. 9 runs, 10's hit, an error, which I think made that run unearned to Bradish. Yep, on a throwing error by the second baseman trying to turn a double play. Wild throw. All right, we will check the out-of-town scoreboard next. Single on a line drive to right, Pinago. Cowser out at home on the throw. Right to second to home. All right. As a Mets fan, a good day for the team is something that happens not a lot. Luke's? How do you say Luke's then? I don't know. Is it Lucas?
Select out-of-market games every week, plus live radio broadcasts, game day, 3D, big inning, and minor league action. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus to subscribe today. Tyler Wells, the new pitcher for the Orioles. Maybe with an opportunity to record the final 6 outs on this Sunday afternoon. And he'll get the top of the Toronto lineup here in the 8th.
Okay. Say his name. Because I don't know. Lucas? Okay. Thank you. They have yet to say his name, but all right, we'll go with Lucas. Sorry about that. Was trying to get it, and they never said it. All right, 0-2 the count to Lucas, who's 1 for 3. Upstairs, 1-2 by Wells, the pitcher, a righty. Top of 8. Here's the pitch. Liner to right. That's in for a single. Leadoff single for Lucas for the Orioles. I'm sorry. For the Blue Jays. Wrong bird. Only the 5th hit for Toronto on the day. I think, haven't they been all singles? Yeah. They had an infield hit, too. Included. Swung on and missed by Guerrero. He's 0 for 3. 0-1 the count. All right, thanks, Connor. I didn't know. Sorry about that. I mean, I should have paid attention earlier, but I tried to listen here, and they never said his name. Strike 2 on the swing. Well, it would have been a called strike either way if he. Well, what did they call it? Oh, they called it a called strike. I thought he offered at it. All right, 0-2 count. Runner at first, nobody out. Blue Jays batting down by 8 in the top of the 8th. Way upstairs, 1-2. And they're showing the...
Jesus is waving, and I guess it was just misinterpreted. And that's what happened. Got a good arm.
Oh, great. He's got a good arm. Let's praise the guy who threw the ball onto the field and laugh about it. And when a guy could have gotten injured. That's real classy. Of course, Palmer laughing at it because he's a former Oriole. Stay classy, Peacock. Dexter Fowler, I think, is the one who commented. That's freaking terrible. Would you be laughing if he had a right arm fracture? Or Guerrero pops it into right. Out number 1. 1 out, 1 on. I mean, that's terrible. I'm sorry. That's submission to awful announcing. Good Lord. How can you laugh about a fan throwing a ball onto the field and injuring a guy's right arm? I'm sorry. That's not a laughing matter. Just unreal. Straw, the hitter. Outside, catcher trying to frame it. Straw replacing Varsho in center. 244 average, 2 home runs, 6 RBI on the season. Righty versus righty. Slider 85, taking strike, 1-1. 1 out, runner at first. 1-1 count. 9-1 Baltimore. Excuse me. Pitch. Wow, that should have been a strike on the inside edge of the plate. I can't believe Baltimore didn't challenge it. 2-1. Yeah, stay classy, Peacock. I mean, that is terrible announcing, by the way. Laughing about it. In the air, shallow center, on the run, caught for out number 2. That is not retiring the side. It looked like the left fielder was heading in. So 2 outs, fly out to left. Well, the fan got ejected. I mean, he should receive a lifetime ban from all MLB parks, not just Baltimore. How you enforce that, not sure. But honestly, I think criminal charges need to be brought. I mean, that's assault. I don't know what else to say. Firing a ball as a weapon, you know. Inside, Okamoto. Nope, sorry, 1-0. It was inside. Another one, same spot, Cutter 91, 2-0. Again, Wells the pitcher. Two outs, runner at first. 2-0 pitch. Outside. 3-0 on a cutter, 88. Here's the 3-0. Inside. He walked him. 4 straight pitches. 2 on. 2 out. Top of the 8th. 9-1 the score. Clement 1 for 3 and a run scored. The second baseman hitting 5th in the Jays lineup. Popped left field line, out of play, into the stands. Fouled it off. 0-1. All right, come on. Can we show the game? I don't care what the guys in the booth look like. 0-1 pitch. Fouled it straight back off the catcher. 0-2. All right, can we please get back to the field? I don't care. Don't need to see Palmer, Fowler, and forgot how to say the play-by-play guy's name. I've heard of him. Upstairs, he swung on and fouled it back. 93. That was way upstairs. Look where this ball is. It's like neck high. And he fouled it off. Two outs. Runners at first and second. 0-2 count to Clement. Wells delivers. Outside. Did he check his swing? Yes. Ball 1 on a cutter just outside. Two count. I'm sorry, 1-2. Fouled it off. 1-2. Slider 86. Yeah, it doesn't matter about the pitch clock if you get unlimited foul balls. Super Bowl trader 16. Super Bowl 30 trader. Swung on and fouled. Yeah, we're at now 15. Okay, 14 was Neil O'Donnell. I get it now. 15 is Bart Starr. And yeah, now Lenny Dawson. Joe Montana would have been acceptable too. Or current Packer Bo Melton. Grounded to... foul. No, down a liner, down the left field line. Into second with a double and an RBI. So the double and scores 1, and they have 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs. Thought that was going to be foul. No, that was on the grass. Didn't realize it was a liner. I apologize. I thought they had grounded it. First extra base hit for the Jays as they picked up 1 in the 7th and 1 here in the 8th. 9-2. 2 outs. Pinago, who is took over in right after Sanchez got injured by a thrown ball from the stands that hit him in the right forearm, either wrist or somewhere between the elbow and the hand. Pinago's 1 for 1. Swung on and missed on a changeup, 87. 0-1 the count. Well, welcome, Trisk. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Cutter, 91. No, what am I saying? Back to the wall and way gone. Sorry, not swung on and missed. Good Lord. That was way out of here. 3-run blast makes it 9-5. Wow. Pinago with a 3-run bomb. And the Jays are back within 4. Back-to-back extra base hits. An RBI double and a 3-run home run. And just like that, Jays are back kind of in the game. And I just put it on the wrong inning. Are you kidding me? Top of the... And I did too many. 4 runs here in the 8th. We'll get it right eventually. Base is empty after the 3-run shot to right. Just turned on it. Just a low pitch line, solid hit to right. That was almost left the yard. I mean, I know it's hard to do in Camden yards. Cutter, 2-0. Did not offer. They checked at first. 2-0. McAdoo, the hitter, he's 0 for 3. Wells getting roughed up. Yeah. Turned a liner into left. A 2-out single. And that is hit number 8 for the Jays. I think they had all of 5 singles, maybe 4 before this inning started. All right, real quick. Yeah, I got to check. I got to check the hit total. It is 8. I think that might be it for Wells. So they've almost equaled the... Oh, wait. Yeah, my one box is wrong. Got to fix that. 10 hits for the Orioles, 8 now for the Jays. They pick up a double and a homer. RBI double with 2 outs. 3-run homer with 2 outs. And is Wells staying in? Parent? Garcia's warming in the Baltimore bullpen, a righty. But it looks like Wells will stay in the game. All right, he delivers to Jimenez, who fouls it. Third base line in foul territory, caught on the dirt for out number 3. Man, you've got this guy on the ropes and you swing at the first pitch. They pick up 3, make that 4 runs. They leave 1. We head to the bottom of the 8th, 9-5. In favor of Baltimore, and they're coming to bat. Chance for some insurance prior. All right. For Holiday, Ward, and Henderson due up for the Orioles. And pitching for Toronto, looks like it'll be Yariel Rodriguez, 0-1. Did he already pitch? Hold on. Yeah, he already pitched an inning. So apparently, I don't know. We'll see if he comes out. So I just smacked the mic. That was great. 5-8-0-9-10-1. So Wells, an inning, 4 hits, 4 earned runs, a walk, and a 3-run homer given up. After Bradish pitched a gem, giving up 1 unearned run through 7. So the Orioles bullpen making it interesting. All right, 4-0 Pirates over the Twins. That is in the bottom of the fifth. Nationals up 1-0 on the Padres, top of fifth. Rays up 3-1 on the Angels, bottom of the fourth. Reds up 3-2 on the Braves, top of the fifth. Guardians 2-1 over the Red Sox, top of five. Mets 3-1 over the Marlins, top of four. Tigers 1-0 on the White Sox, top of third. Brewers and Astros, Brewers at Astros, bottom of third, no score. Royals, Rangers, bottom of first, no score. That catches you up. All right, Fluharty is the pitcher, a lefty, Mason Fluharty. Count is 2-0. Ward on deck. Holiday 0 for 2. Right on the strike zone, just a little bit on the inside edge. 2-1 the count. Fluharty 3-0, 4.29 ERA, 30 games, 2 starts, 21 innings pitched, so 27 strikeouts, 1.43 WHIP. Fouled, out of play, 2-2 to a sweeper, 81 to Holiday, the 9th place hitter in the Baltimore lineup. Lefty swung on and missed. Sweeper 82 down low. Strike 3 and 1 on a swinging strike. 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. Lefty Fluharty against Ward. Ward is 0 for 4. Top of the strike zone, taken, strike 1, cutter, 91. He has an RBI and a run scored, Ward. Fly out, fielder's choice. Yeah, I think they scored on the fielder's choice. That's why he has an RBI. Wow, that should have been a strike on the low outside edge of the plate on the corner, bottom corner. That should be 0-2. This home plate umpire has been downright awful. There's one on the outside edge of the plate. 1-2. That should have been strike 3. Why are they showing Fluharty's white shoes? I'm not sure. Here's the pitch. Oh, wonderful. We got we had a behind the ump cam for strike 3. Couldn't tell where the heck the pitch was. Called strike 3 on top of it, too. Why are we doing behind the catcher or behind the ump cam? Yeah, did that 3-run homer leave the yard and right, or did it hit the back fence? That was a shot. Fouled off a sweeper, 81, 0-1. Yeah, it was Pinago and Wright, the right fielder for Toronto, that hit that 3-run homer in the top of the 8th. Popped it up on a changeup, out of play, fouled off. Cutter, 0-2. Henderson, 2 for 4. Lefty versus lefty. 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Sweeper 82. 3 up, 3 down. Nothing across. We have played 8, and we head to the top of the 9th. Blue Jays need minimum of 4 runs, or that's the game. Valenzuela. Oh, he's a switch hitter. Oh, yeah, it shows that there. Lucas and then Guerrero due up for Toronto. Let's see who's gonna pitch. Are they gonna send Wells out there after giving up 4? I kind of doubt it. Yep, there it is. Garcia, a righty, will be the hitter. Rico Garcia, 3-0 record, .74 ERA, 26 games, 3 saves, 24 and a third innings pitched, 28 strikeouts, .66 ERA. But this is not a save situation. Sometimes closers, I don't know if he's their closer or not. He has 8 holds, so probably not. 3 saves in 4 opportunities. So I'm guessing he is not their closer. Opponent's batting average, .090. .580. 9-10-1, right? All right. They got 4 in the 8th. They need 4 in the 9th. Marlins running a bullpen game. They have used a different pitcher every inning. Good Lord. I figured. Once I saw he had 8 holds. Grounded to first. Over to Garcia covering the bag. Alonso, the assist. Garcia, the putout. Quickly, 1 up, 1 down. You're down 4, new pitcher, and you swing at the first pitch. And ground it to first. Good diving stop to his right by Pete Alonso, though. Ryan Helsley. Okay. I kind of figured, again, once I saw the holds. 2 for 4, Lucas, strikeout and a run. Toronto, but down to their last 2 outs. Strike taken on a changeup, 84, high in the zone. Fouled off a changeup, foul territory, giving chase by the dugout. Still in the grass, caught quickly for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down. Jays down to their last out. Garcia's thrown 3 pitches. I miss Pete Alonso so much. Too bad he didn't want to be a Met anymore. Yeah, it's kind of hard to blame him after last year. Guerrero, the hitter. Last hope for the Jays. Fans get on their feet. Swung on and missed on a slider outside. 90. 0-1. Foul out, ground out, line out, fly out. Guerrero still hitting 300. Here's the pitch. Fouled it off. Down to their last strike. A slider, 91. Rico Garcia has a 4-seam fastball, changeup, slider, curveball. Oh, they're showing the batting average against it. 130 was the best against his 4-seam fastball. 0-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Grounded to Alonso. He'll take it to the bag himself for out number 3. That's your final score. 9-5 Orioles. And let's see, wrong button. 20 votes. 35% were correct that the Orioles would win. The Jays tried to make it interesting, but they fall 4 runs short and lose 9-5. Oh, shoot, I didn't mean to do that. Wait, box live. Oh, well, we'll just get it off of... I didn't mean to clear that. All right, so... Miles takes the loss. 2-1 record. He gave up 6 earned runs in 3 innings. Bradish gets the win. He improves to 3-6. He pitched 7 innings, only giving up 1 run. It was unearned. Wells gave up 4 in relief for the Orioles. Garcia nailed down or finished the game. In relief, Yanger made his major league debut and gave up 3 runs. Those were the only other runs given up by the Orioles bullpen. And again, the right fielder, if you missed it earlier, Sanchez was, he was just having a discussion with some fans in the right field, and as he turned to head back, because it was the middle of a count, it was 2-0, a fan threw a ball, hit him in the right wrist, not the hand, not the elbow, but somewhere in the forearm, and he had to be removed from the game, so hopefully he's all right. Bizarre incident. The fan was ejected from the game, but that doesn't help Sanchez's right arm. All right. Hope you enjoyed the live stream despite the outcome. If you're a Jays fan, the 4-game series is split 2-2. The Jays dropped to 2 under 500. The Orioles improved to 4 under 500. 1 in the second for Baltimore, 5 in the third, 3 in the sixth before the Blue Jays started to come back. 1 in the seventh, 4 in the eighth, but that's it. All right, next baseball game will be Wednesday night and Thursday afternoon. Hope you'll join me for some WNBA coming up in half an hour. Not sure what time they'll tip that one off. This game was under 2 hours and 45 minutes, well short of that. And we'll have Monday night WNBA as well before Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final. 2 hours and 37 minutes time a game. Quick game. All right, that's going to do it. Like and subscribe on your way out. Please follow on Twitch if you have it. All right, Sinbin Streams signing out. Wishing you all the best. Have a great Sunday. Hope to see you in the next one. Until then, take care. So long for now, and bye-bye.